welcome to ERi-TV English News Broadcast. We thank you for joining us on our domestic and international report for Monday, the 15th of December 2025. To begin with, I present you the major headlines. Sports competitions of Northwest Border Patrol Command concludes. Eritrea participates at UN Alliance of Civilizations Global Forum. At least 20 dead after flash floods hit Morocco's province of Safi. And Colombian school bus falls off cliff, killing at least 17 people. In our domestic report, the sports competitions of the Northwest Border Patrol Command of the Eritrean Defense Forces, which had been underway for over 1 month in Tesene, concluded with patriotic zeal on December 14th. The concluding event was attended by Major General Ramadan Osman Auliai, commander of the Eritrean Defense Forces Training Center, Brigadier General Eyob Fisahaye Halibai, commander of the Western Command, Brigadier General Tsahaye Mokonnan, Chief of Staff of the Western Command, Colonel Debesay Gide, commander of the National Service Training Center, Colonel Jonas Bitsuamla, commander of the Border Patrol Command, Mr. Siyum Gabreyesus, administrator of Tesene Subzone, as well as a number of sports fans and residents of Tesene. Mr. Teke Waldo Mikhail, head of promotion and information staff at the Western Command, said that the objective of the program was to revive sports spirit among units, teach unity and friendship among the youth, enhance awareness and physical fitness, as well as to select athletes who will represent the command at sports competitions to be organized by the Ministry of Defense. The competitions included 5 types of sports, including football, basketball, athletics, target shooting and chess, in which over 550 competitors took part. Globe Club emerged as the overall winner of the competition. Awards were handed out to winners of the various competitions, and certificates of recognition were presented to those who contributed to the successful implementation of the program. In another news, Eritrean delegation led by Ms. Waini Gebrexabiher, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean Embassy in Saudi Arabia, participated in the 11th United Nations Alliance of Civilizations Global Forum, which was convened in Riyadh on 14 and 15 December. The forum was conducted under the theme 2 Decades of Dialogue for Humanity, advancing a new era of mutual respect and understanding in a multipolar world. Addressing the forum, Ms. Waini said that terrorism and violent extremism must never be associated with any religion, nationality, civilization or ethnic group. In this regard, she stressed that no attributions should be made to any religion, nationality, civilization or ethnic group to justify terrorism or counter-terrorism measures that inter alia rely on profiling of suspects, stigmatization of communities or unwarranted intrusion into individual privacy. Ms. Waini went on to say that such measures weaken human rights, undermine social cohesion and erode the trust and cooperation essential for sustainable peace and effective counter-terrorism. She noted that the resolution adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 2022 calls for a global dialogue grounded in tolerance, human rights and respect for the diversity of religions and beliefs, principles that lie at the core of United Nations Alliance of Civilizations mission. Underlining that Eritrea's own history offers a living example of these values in practice, Ms. Waini said that for centuries all religions in Eritrea have coexisted harmoniously, sharing a common identity and contributing equally to the nation's social and cultural fabric. This experience, she said, demonstrates that civilizations need not clash and that diversity, when rooted in equality, enriches societies. Concluding her remarks, Ms. Waini said that Eritrea believes this requires strengthening global action against all forms of religious hatred and discriminatory narratives, empowering youth with meaningful opportunities and resilience to withstand exclusion, marginalization and online manipulation, prioritizing development, dignity and social justice as the essential foundations for peaceful and harmonious societies. As the world enters a new era, Eritrea reaffirms its commitment to nurturing, understanding and upholding mutual respect. Moving on to the southern region, the region's branch of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students conducted its annual activity assessment meeting for the year 2025 on December 11th in Sana'a. Noting that thorough review of previous programs is vital for preserving strengths and addressing challenges, Mr. Eritrea, head of the regional union branch, called on all members of society to play their due part in the effort to nurture competent youth who adhere to the noble culture and values of society. At the event, reports were presented focusing on seminars and promotional activities conducted to enhance political awareness and organization among the youth, innovation and creativity initiatives, as well as sports competitions and youth week activities. Participants conducted extensive discussions on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Idris Ali Shikher, administrator of Sana'a subzone, said that guiding and nurturing the youth is not only the responsibility of a specific organization, and called on the public and stakeholders to play their due part. The participants of the meeting also visited the historical sites of Belo Kalo, Metera and Kaskasa in the subzone. Do stay tuned, viewers, for we shall be back with international news after the short break. Welcome back. At least 20 people have been killed in flash floods triggered by torrential rains in Morocco's Atlantic coastal province of Safi on Sunday. This is according to authorities. Images on social media showed a torrent of muddy water sweeping cars and rubbish bins from the streets in the town of Safi, located some 300 kilometers south of the capital, Rabat. At least 70 homes and businesses in the historic old city were flooded after just 1 hour of heavy rain, according to the authorities. In a statement, the Safi governorate said search and rescue operations were ongoing and necessary measures had been taken to secure the affected areas and provide support to residents. Morocco is experiencing heavy rain and snowfall in the Atlas Mountains, following 7 years of drought that emptied some of its main reservoirs. The country's General Directorate of Meteorology said 2024 was Morocco's hottest year on record. Sunday's floods came shortly after a separate disaster last week, which saw 19 people dead and 16 injured by the collapse of the 2 buildings in Morocco's historic city of Fez. In today's final report, at least 17 people, including students, were killed and 20 others injured after a school bus fell off a cliff in northern Colombia on Sunday, authorities stated. The bus carrying students from Antioquia High School was traveling from the Caribbean town of Tolu to Medellin following a school trip. The students had been celebrating their graduation on the beach. The accident occurred in a rural area of El Chispero, Antioquia. A vigil was held in Medellin on Sunday night, where school chairs were arranged with the faces of the children who died, and mourners lit candles in their memory. The cause of the accident is under investigation. Preliminary reports previously suggested the driver may have suffered a microslip, a brief lapse in consciousness, but authorities are yet to confirm the exact circumstances. The injured include minors and adults who were taken to hospitals. Antioquia High School expressed a deep regret over the tragedy and offered condolences and support to the affected families and students. Colombia's National Road Safety Agency emphasized the importance of responsible driving and adherence to traffic laws to prevent similar incidents in the future. This wraps up our domestic and international report for this session, viewers. Before we finalize, I present you the major headlines once more. Sports competitions of Northwest Border Patrol Command concludes. Eritrea participates at UN Alliance of Civilizations Global Forum. At least 20 dead after flash floods hit Morocco's province of Safi. And Colombian school bus falls off cliff, killing at least 17 people. This was the World on Monday with ERi-TV English News Broadcast. Viewers, we thank you for joining and have a good night.